Hey, John here. In this video, I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to give you a brief overview of this app. It's called Earmaster 7 and it's an ear training and theory app. And what sets this apart from other apps that I've seen, both paid and free, is the fact that you can get real-time feedback by using the mic. So when you sing into it, it's going to analyze what you're singing and you can see what you did right or wrong. Super important for fast improvement. And you have the same thing for the rhythmic stuff where you can tap the rhythms in via the spacebar or just straight on the screen for your phone and any tablet that you're using. So before we get into the exercises, the way that it works is that you sign up for a subscription and that gives you access to any and all versions for all the available devices. And you can see you have for Android and Chromebook. You also have it for all the iOS devices. I use it on a Mac myself and my iPhone. And so basically having your account, you can move freely from whatever device you're using at the time. And this is really helpful because you can be doing something at night, and then if you're commuting in the morning, you can just keep going on your phone on the train, for example. So you can really use that downtime to your advantage. So you don't have to, wait until you get home to do the ear training stuff. So that's really helpful to get it into your daily habits, basically. Because as with anything, ear training should really be done daily. So this app makes that really easy to incorporate to your daily routine. Also want to mention that I'm an affiliate for this app, which means that if you use the link in my description, I will get a small percentage for each sale, and it won't be to any extra cost to you. It simply means that you help my channel out a lot. So if you've been looking for ways to support my channel, if you enjoy my channel, that's a really good way of doing it because you'll get a really awesome app as well. So let's just dive in here. And whether you're a beginner or not, it's a really good idea to go through the beginner's course because this goes through all the basic theory in a very thorough way. And even if you think you're advanced, you might have missed something here. So if you actually are advanced, you will just zip through all this stuff. And in the process, you will also learn how to work with this app and all that stuff. So it's well worth doing. And if you're a beginner, of course, I would just start from the first thing here, just go through each of them in order and just follow along with the instructions. It's really well made. So once you're done with that, you can go to the general workshops. And if you look here, you can see the general workshops are a collection of separate courses for each of the activities of Earmaster. They cover all levels of musical styles. So basically, you can approach this in several different ways. Depends on how much time you want to spend on ear training. I think it's a good idea to spend a lot of time on ear training, but just choose something that you're interested in and then start from the first lesson and go on from there. So once you've done the basic training, so the beginner course, you'll be able to follow along with any of these since they're going to start at a fairly easy level and take it up to a much higher level. So for example, if we go for chord identification, you can see here that you start with just identifying major and minor chords all the way up to all the seventh chords. And yeah, so it's a lot of stuff here. And once you've done with that, you can go into the jazz workshop and do the same thing. So it's really, really handy stuff. And it's all well laid out. And they've been doing this for a long time. I mean, this is version 7. And I remember this app being around on PC in like the early 2000s. So they know what they're doing at this point. So these two I would begin with and do all the lessons basically. Just doing that would be amazing for your ears, believe me. But let's just check out the chord identification here so you can see what it looks like. So let's start here. Just start with the first one, right? So when you do that, you have a brief explanation what it is. And then you can also listen to them if you want. And then simply press begin. Then you have several options here that you can check out. And then you have the instructions over here. And just press play. Press a minor. So as you can see, it's not that hard. And then you just simply go to the next lesson. It's going to be the same thing, but now it's going to be descending. So it's very logical in the way that they lay this out. So by doing it that way, you can also really get a good sense of where your weaknesses are. And again, that's where you want to spend most of your time. But if you just go in order here and don't skip ahead, you'll be in very good shape in a few weeks, right? And this thing here, this is from the Royal Conservatory of Music, and this is like a standard. If you're a Brit, you will know this. So you have levels 1 through 6, but as it says here, it's not affiliated with the Royal Conservatory of Music. It provides preparatory exercises that follow the blah 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 exam guidelines. So this is basically a lot of singing, and this is quite hard if you're not a singer. I'm not really a singer, but I can sing in pitch, but it's still difficult because once you get up here, you're gonna sing arpeggios quite quickly and things like that. So you can save that for a challenge if you're not a singer already. And again, the order I would do here is basically beginner, general workshops, do the jazz workshops, check this out if you want, and then you can just do customized exercises. So let's just try another exercise here as well so you can see what it looks like. So let's do melodic dictation, for example. And we can start from, well, let's do this one then. So this is a complete major scale. You can read about the exercise. It's only 3 notes. I'm going to begin. Press play. Plays the tonic. It also gives you the first pitch. I usually close my eyes because I want to get that practice as well. I think you can shut it off in some option if you want though. Well, you get the idea. So that's the basic concept here, and it goes up to quite hairy stuff, and you start adding rhythms as well. But it goes so much step by step that if you just don't skip around, you'll get there as well. And it's fine to get it to a point where you have to spend some extra time on that particular level. That's just a natural part of developing. So don't freak out if that happens. But that's basically it when it comes to this thing. And I really hope you do check it out. Not only for supporting my channel, but ear training is so important. And I don't think only working with an app is the be all and end all. You should also transcribe music from your favorite players, because I think that's one of the biggest missing points in most of my younger students that started playing after YouTube, because pretty much anything is available on YouTube in several different versions. You never have to use your ears. You can basically use your eyes all the time. And that's not how we play music. You play music by listening. So really take advantage of all the tools that are available now. I would have killed for an app like this when I started. So really do check it out. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. I've been using this app a lot, so I should be able to help you. But other than that, try it out and good luck, and see you in the next video.